Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and specifically tell you to look at this Nintendo 64 bundle that I got. That's right, I actually got a Nintendo 64 bundle, which was one of my dreams when I started collecting video games. I wanted to get an N64 bundle to sort of bring back my childhood memories and share those childhood memories with my 4 kids. I wanted them to be able to play the same system and systems that I played as a kid because they were so phenomenal, so simple and so phenomenal. And I actually got, sorry about that, I got something caught in my throat. Just give me a second, I need to get some water, give me a second. There we go, that's better. I'm in my basement bathroom and my throat's a little bit iffy, but we're gonna continue this video anyways. So I got an N64 bundle, and I'm gonna show you what I got with the bundle. So first and foremost, watermelon green Nintendo 64. I had a regular N64, I got it when it sort of first came out, so I had just that regular sort of dark gray, kind of black kind of color. The regular one, the standard one that pretty much most N64 owners had if you got it at the beginning, when it first came out. And then they came out with these fantastic colors. I believe it was a little bit later. And I always wanted one, but I'm like, I don't need 2 Nintendo 64s, so I never got one. So now I sold off my collection, my entire video game collection, my childhood, you know, the stuff I'd accumulated as a kid. I continually traded it in. And you know, when I was in my early 20s, I had a couple of games left for maybe PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2, and I basically sold everything. I kept just my PlayStation 3 and a handful of games, maybe 5 games. And I started my collection fresh in my early 30s, and now I've been collecting for just over 4 years, because I started collecting right before my oldest daughter was born. She just turned 4. So I've been collecting for just over 4 years, and I've accumulated at this time, I think 106 games is my current total, and I believe 5 systems. So anyways, this is about the N64, not about my whole collection. That's a different video. Watermelon green N64, I always wanted this. Came with the expansion pack. I'll tell you what I remember that I paid at the end. I could be wrong, but I'll tell you what I remember what I paid at the end. With the expansion pack built in, it didn't come with a jumper pack as well, but it just came with the expansion pack, totally fine, okay? So I gotta place it to the side. It also came with the official, power cable and AV cables, very simple. They work really, really well, good condition. I mean, cables are cables, but I like the authentic ones. It came with sort of a regular standard gray Nintendo 64 controller. I think this was referred to as like the Trident style controller. The stick it's not 100%, but it's way tighter than most of the sticks that I've seen when I come across used controllers. And as far as I know, it hasn't been replaced, obviously, because it's not super tight. But I will be replacing this later, as well as I upgraded the collection since I got this for N64 wise, and I'll tell you that in a moment. But I'll be replacing this in a future video, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you're interested in replacing your N64 joystick, then subscribe, because I'm going to be coming up with a great tutorial on it. Now, I also got 5 games with it. Okay, so I'll show you the games one by one. They still have the prices on them. This is in Canadian dollars, mind you, so if you're in the US or anywhere else, just keep that in mind. And I'll tell you the sentimentality behind these games. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the first one. First of all, blue cartridge. Like, as a kid, if you had yellow cartridge, blue cartridge, black cartridge, any of the green cartridge, like, you were cool, okay? So I was like, I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna get a blue cartridge game. Also, I skateboarded, believe it or not, from about 13 to 16, 17. That was my hobby, essentially, from that age. I skateboarded. I wasn't that great, but I could do basics like a pop shove it. I could ollie really, really well, decently well, for a person that is like of my build. I could do a heel flip, not a kick flip. Surprisingly, I could do a heel flip, not a kick flip. Anyways, I love playing skateboarding games because I could do very limited things on a skateboard, but in here, I was like the champ. Out of all my friends, I was like the #1 combo master, okay? I could literally get combos of a ridiculous amount of points, and I was like the #1 person for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater amongst me and my friends. Doesn't matter which console you put me on, GameCube, whatever console it was, GameCube, PlayStation, I had it for PS1 as well, N64, doesn't matter, I was the champ. I actually had this game, I believe, for PlayStation 1. I didn't have it for N64, but I wanted it for N64, so I'm going to place this to the side over here, okay? I also got Diddy Kong Racing, okay? So Diddy Kong Racing, everybody knows, Diddy Kong Racing or Mario Kart, it was kind of like a toss-up. They're both great games, but I had Diddy Kong Racing, and I think I traded it in after, I beat it, so I had it for maybe a few months. I bought it used, and I sold it used kind of thing. I don't think I ever got it new, but I do remember this had a phenomenal story mode, as far as I can remember. So I got Diddy Kong racing, just to kind of bring back the childhood memories. And I'm not going to trade it in this time, obviously. I'm keeping these games. I already told my kids, like, you guys are getting these games. I'm not getting rid of them. Whatever you want, whenever I get old, and either something happens to me, or I get old enough that I just, I don't really care about the games anymore, and you want them, they're yours. I'm not selling them. These are literally, I'm keeping these as long as I want, as long as I'm here on Earth, or as long as, basically, as long as they have some value to me, okay? Some sentimental value. Now, Tetris Sphere. I'm not a huge Tetris fan. Back label's not in the greatest condition. All these labels are good, but this one, the back label's not in the greatest condition, but the front label's good. I don't really care about the back label. I know a lot of people say you can replace the backing anyways. But I wanted a game that I could play with my kids that's extremely simple. You can't get any more simplistic than Tetris. It's Tetris Sphere, so it's a little bit more advanced, but you can't get any more simplistic than Tetris. Another game that I got that my kids love is Pokemon Puzzle Challenger League. I have both. One's for the Game Boy and one's for the N64. Pokemon Puzzle League is for the N64. Pokemon Puzzle Challenge is for the Game Boy Color, as far as I can remember. I got that one after the fact. They love it. And Tetris Sphere, listen, I don't let my kids play often. We play together maybe one weekend a month on a Saturday for like an hour. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like a lot of playing, but when we do play, they love this game. Super easy to understand. Okay. Here we go. Donkey Kong 64. Here we go. This game was legendary for when it came out, and it still is. The number of collectibles in the game was astounding. I don't think I ever 100% of this game. And I remember, I was a kid, I was trying. And I don't remember, I didn't 100% it. Expansion pack is needed, obviously. I still remember that to this day. And the yellow cartridge, banana yellow. I love bananas. I have almost a banana every single morning. My kids almost have a banana part of a banana every single day. We love bananas in the house. I swear, my wife every week when she goes to the grocery store, maybe she buys 25 bananas. And we go through them. I'm not exaggerating, okay? And just so it's clear, just the ages of my kids so you understand. Luke is my oldest. He is 5.5. Olivia is my oldest girl. She just turned 4, who I was speaking about earlier, when I started collecting right as my wife was about to give birth to her. Yeah, it's a fun, what kind of husband starts collecting video games when his wife is about to give birth? Me. But I didn't play them. I just started buying games. And then we have Claire and Kate, who are actually almost 8. Actually, they just turned 18 months 2 days ago at the time of filming this video. Yeah, they just turned 18 months. They're twins, twin girls. So obviously Claire and Kate are not playing, but Luke and Olivia do enjoy it, okay? Donkey Kong 64, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever have the time nowadays in my busy lifestyle to beat this game fully, but I plan on 100% in this game one day, okay? And last but not least, Rayman II. Now this is pretty cool, I'll tell you why. If you look at the back, it's got a Blockbuster sticker on it, which is really, really cool. I don't want to, okay, yeah, it's no problem. It's nowhere close to where I live. I'm like, I don't want, I bought this game, obviously, I was like, I hope the Blockbuster's not close to my house. I don't want to dox myself, but it's not. This is it's an old Blockbuster that was on Yonge Street. I live very, very, very far from Yonge Street. Although by saying that, I guess I doxed myself anyways, but I live in Etobicoke. I try and keep my house, other than the backgrounds, this is my basement bathroom, like I said, fairly private as much as I can, just for my kids, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm pretty jacked. I got nothing to worry about, but for my kids, I like to keep it private. And just so it's clear, because I am doxing myself a little bit, I have an extremely advanced security system and camera system. Unbelievable, different platforms. It's not all based on one thing. So, I'm just saying, I'm well protected, so I don't really have that much fear. It's more for just the extra concern in my mind, okay? Anyways, Rayman II, The Great Escape. I originally got my first Rayman game, I believe it was on the PlayStation. I don't think I had a Rayman for N64, but I loved just the idea of this little guy. I remember you could, his arm would go out, and it was just the coolest thing, okay? Now, that's the N64 bundle that I got. Now, just so it's clear, I have since upgraded the collection, and I film my videos in advance. So I'm filming this in February of 2023. You're probably going to see this, I believe right now I'm scheduling in, I think I'm in around March or April of 2024. So you're going to see this a year later. But even now, since I got the N64 bundle, I've upgraded my collection. I think I got an additional 12 games since I have had these. So by the time that you see this, at this rate, I don't know, maybe I'm going to have another 100 games. We'll see how much I can push the brink of where my wife says, okay, that's enough, and yeah, go for it. You know, there's always a fine line of like, yeah, he's having fun, and okay, that's enough, right? It's not a matter of finances. I mean, financially for the games, no issue, no concern. Oh, I'm doing great, we're doing fantastically. It's just more concern of like, she keeps it like, at this point I have 106 games, I've only played 27 of them. The rest are untouched. Sometimes I just erase the memory on the game. After I buy it, I clean it, but they're untouched. So she's like, why do you gotta keep buying more? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just what collectors do. You just buy more even though you know you're not gonna get a chance to play for like probably 5 years. But anyways, that's crazy. In 4 years, I've played 27 games and I beat all 27. When I play a game, I beat it. And I've accumulated like 4 times that amount, which is it's crazy. Anyways, that's my Nintendo 64 bundle that I got. Wanted to show you it, and I will be doing collection videos in the future. So stay tuned for those and subscribe. If you want to see other videos of my collection, I will be outlining each system, and I'll probably do pickups videos because I buy like 6 or 7 games at a time usually, or in a month I might buy like, you know, 5 to 10 games over the course of a month, and I try and get them when they're on sale, when they're cheaper priced and stuff like that, so that I end up getting new games when they're almost priced at what they would be selling at used. So I almost never lose money. The collection is always going to be what it's worth is going to be what I paid for it used, right? Even if I bought the games new, what it's worth, the worth all used is going to be what I paid for it. And sometimes I'll get bundle deals, so like I'm always going to be doing better than I should be, I guess. So that's it. I mean, I thought this video was going to be 3 minutes. I'm sorry I blabbed on about each game, but yeah, I mean, honestly, this is like a part of my childhood. It's just crazy. So I love these games, and yeah, hopefully one day I'll get a chance to play them. You're like, this guy's got 4 kids, full-time job as an elementary school teacher. This is my channel. I'm the only one. Like, it's not people have teams that run channels of this size. It's just me. I own the channel I started. It's just me. I do everything for myself. I don't even ask my wife for help. It's just literally, it's me and my tripod, which is actually broken. I got some disaster that I created here to film this video. Yeah, and that's essentially it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's so long, but hopefully you enjoyed my little story time with it. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great, what did I pay for it? Oh my gosh. Oh, hopefully you stay tuned till the end now at this point. I think, and I could be wrong, I think I paid somewhere around the area of about $250, I think. It was a while ago, and I bought many games since, so honestly, it's hard to remember the amounts, but I know that I valued myself. I was like, okay, the system and the expansion pack are worth so much, and I think basically, no, it might have been closer to 300, but it was 250, 300 around there. I know that essentially I paid what the value would be for the system, the expansion pack, the cords, the controller, and 3 of these games. Essentially, I ended up getting 2 of these games for free, and I think I worked it out that the value was, I believe, if I remember right, the 2 more expensive games, 35 and 40, the value was $75 more than what I paid for it, from what I remember. So I could be wrong, but I think that these games ended up being basically free compared to the value. So if I paid $300, let's say, it was worth $375 according to my calculations. Yeah, so anyways, that's truly it now at this point. Sorry, super long video, but it is what it is. If you like, there's a heat. Forgot I got a baseboard heater here, and it's just giving some nice heat that threw me off for a second. Anyways, if you like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.